Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Let's see, then we'll go to PVE, player versus enemy. For those that suck at PvP, will you guys add more PvE content like dungeons?
Well, I hope that not only for those who suck at PvP, but for everyone. But yeah, we totally feel that we need a little bit more because we've got one real dungeon. It's not enough. Uh, I'm not sure if it will be only for PVE. Like I don't know last time. Okay, it was many months ago when I created event in the volcano
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Yes.
It's PVE event, but totally connected with PvP. And I would love to add a little bit more similar like this.
Okay. So a mix of an event with PvP and normal PvE with the chance of PvP, like the dungeon of the gates to hell, what we have right now, catacombs. Interesting. Where was I? I lost my questions. We have raid bosses, and with raid bosses, I mean Brandon, the Spectre, and Vaji. Will these get some more tactics to them, making them more interesting? Right now, I feel like with these raid bosses, it's mostly surround and spam, so they cannot move anymore. And maybe some abilities like area of effect abilities might help with one-hit kills, so even the medics can help or have a purpose in raids.
Well, yeah, we still feel that our artificial intelligence still needs some love.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not exactly love, but needs to improve. So yeah, we want a little bit more complicated bosses.
Yeah.
Also, we surely need at least one more ride, yeah, for with Sangmarian story. But yeah, the I don't know if we will add something like area of effects attacks or something like that, but surely we will someday add a little bit more complicated artificial intelligence to make a bigger challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm happy with that. Let's see. Will there also be more PvE content that can be, how do you call that, cleared by just one person? And with that, I mean, in the swamps you have I forgot their names, but the swamp people and their leader. Will there be more events like that?
Well, um, I don't know, like month ago when we was playing in yeah with the group of the team
Yeah.
Gloria, we was thinking what to do with our events. Uh, Possibly we will I don't know, increase levels of the events, or maybe every player will be able to do an event, so it will create like many more chances and activities for players. But I think yes, we will add a little bit more yeah, those small events
Okay.
to fill the emptiness.
Yeah, at the moment we of course have the normal quests and the how shall I call them? The blue quests, with the blue
Yeah,
circle which
we divide
spawns.
them
Yeah,
between quests and just events.
yeah. Maybe I should say event more, because what I was talking about, or a quest, because what I was talking about was more a quest with the blue circle. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. A lot of work, of course, and I'm curious to what you guys gonna do with the intelligence of the AI.
Well, it needs, I think, uh, well, we have changed this a little bit. I don't know, like half year ago,
Yeah.
but it was a small change. I mean, not everything what was planned was done right. So surely we want to. Yeah, we want to make NPCs to do better blocks, to better response for the player, also to adjust. Sorry, also
Don't
to
worry.
better adjust to the player and their and level of the NPC. So lower NPC will, I don't know, dumber, yeah. Also, there was a plan about kind of circles to circles, yeah. How to call this? Like you're fighting with 10 enemies, but for real, you are fighting with depends of the NPC, but let's say with 3 or 4, and rest of them are making a crowd around you to not make like 10 people are raping you in one time, yeah.
So, more, how do you call that? As if the NPCs are working together to make a formation? Did I understand
Yeah,
that correctly?
kind of.
Interesting.
Also, we to give a chance for player, yeah, to not get 10 hits in one time. But yeah, also there was try to create formations like that. Like I don't know, you fight with 2 wolves, so they are trying to surround you, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And thanks to that, probably we will a little bit reduce number of the mobs on the map.
Oh, okay. Is that only for the start or is that just forever? Or can't you say at this moment?
Sorry, could you repeat? Sorry.
The reducing of NPCs on the map, will that just be because you implement something new, or will that be forever?
Well, the thing is, I don't know, when you try to do Ragi,
Yeah.
it's like you've got, I don't know, 30, 40 enemies. When we will improve their artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
it will be really, really hard to finish this ride. And uh, first of all, it's much better for us to reduce number of NPCs because it's more helpful for the servers.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
And
I
on the other
understand that.
hand, it will be even more interesting to fight 5 really good enemies instead of fighting 30 dumb idiots.
Yeah, okay. So the NPCs will be more responsive towards how you fight and what kind of weapon or whatever you have. That sounds really interesting. Do you want to add anything more to that, or have you had your say?
Yeah,
Oh, very
I'm
good.
done with this.
Very good. Just 3 topics left. Let me see. I want to talk a little bit about the servers. First up, server locking. Can you tell something about what you guys have planned for the server locks? Will just be that you choose a server and on that server you have, yeah. I'm gonna go over. Can you tell us about the planned server lock?
Okay, so surely until this is alpha stage, we will not lock the servers. But we've got in our minds we have few solutions to make it to stop players to jumping all the time between servers.
Yeah.
So maybe we will add some bonuses, like as a player you choose your, let's call it, mine server. So you mainly play the Aquila and maybe you get kind of bonus for farming, or
Yeah.
maybe only on this server you are getting back your nation points, like to to feel that Aquila is really your server, but also you can move somewhere and I don't know, go for the tourney or help your friends to cap the castle.
Okay. But there won't be any kind of small debuff if you're away from your home server.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And we will still be able to switch, as to say, but it will be
Yeah.
discouraged.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. Well, this is a bit as the game with the there's of course discussion in this community about the server merge. A few server will be able to handle more player than the other servers, of course. That's a given, I suppose. But as the game is right now, with the combined guest population of AU East and AU West, will there be enough resources in the game for the player population?
Okay, so first of all, at this moment, like hour ago, I was testing changes in crafting. I mean changes. It's its first step to make changes in crafting. We are migrating our database to new one,
Yeah, I heard
and
about it.
old database is leaking data, and uh, longer the servers are up, we have let's say bigger delay, bigger lags. So if we will be able move our database, crafting database this or next week, it will be it could give really better performance for our servers,
Interesting.
and this will also help us with merging the servers. Probably we will do this because even Paul says us that players also want that.
Okay, so okay, now that's clear. That's clear. Would you want to add anything more about the servers or the server merge or whatever?
Okay,
Want to brag about how you fixed the leak?
uh, well, at this moment, crafting is the last thing which is on the old database.
Yeah.
When I was starting, so around 1.5 years ago, we was migrating players info to new database.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Damn, that's
Yeah,
really long.
so we will make yes, exactly the same with crafting, and will that will be the last thing on this old sheet.
And then you'll just stop with the old server.
Yeah, totally
Okay.
old database will be dumped.
Yeah.
We will have everything, and also not it's not only about leaking the data, but also we will be able much easier to develop changes to the crafting which are planned for uh, months or maybe even years.
Okay. Okay. Then let's continue onward. People are asking for pastime events like fishing, hobby events, so to say, hobby things to do. Will that be implemented?
Surely yes.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
We we want fishing. We
Okay. Yeah, even fishing is pretty awesome.
Well,
No?
sorry, it's not only fishing. We thought also about dices or maybe even chess. Yeah, in the
Okay.
castles.
Okay, so yeah, mini games we could say better. We could define it better as mini games.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Then can you say these are more random questions for everyone who's listening? Which didn't really fit the other topics. Can you say anything about the player choice system buildings? Will we be able to choose or own buildings in a castle, which can help us in a way, or will we stick with the preset towns and castles we have right now?
Well, uh, it maybe it will sound weird, but farming system which we're adding uh, will be first step for the building, because with the new farming system you will be able to plant your field.
Yeah.
So probably next step will be something connected with crafting. Maybe, of course, you will be, I don't know, set your campfire in the place you choose.
Yeah.
And hopefully next step will be connected with the buildings. Maybe it won't be totally free building, like you can build house everywhere, but I hope that we will make like preceded areas where you can build your house, or something like that.
Are we talking right now about player housing also?
Yeah,
Oh, that
yes.
incidentally is also Bo Bets the Man question. Yeah, player housing. So you want to mix player housing and farms, but where you can put down a player house has limited options. Um, will still everyone be able to get a house, or will that only be for the strongest guilds?
Um, uh, I think it's hard to answer this question
If you
right
don't know,
now.
don't say. We're not
Yeah,
gonna claim
yeah,
anything, of course. Otherwise, you know how the community can be.
yeah.
um, on the side, of course, the weather system is a really big topic for you guys. In the future, I have to say, everything about the weather is just beautiful. The sky and everything, the clouds, really beautiful. Will the weather play more of a role towards the player? Will rain make us slower, or will a colder area make us also slower? Yeah, will the weather affect us, like a
Well,
debuff or
it's
something?
it's it's a huge topic because we can add really many effects connected with that.
Yeah,
But surely it's thing that we want make in the closest months. It's it's not even designed. Yeah, so it's hard to say. Personally, I would love to, yeah, to create things like that.
yeah,
Um, if not connected totally with the weather, maybe with some seasons, yeah, where when you just see winter for, I don't know, week when you log in to the game or something like that,
yeah,
uh, it would even feel and look great. And also if we add there some effects like buffs or something to the farming system, it would be awesome. But as I said, it would be, yeah, maybe in some time, maybe next year, we would be able to implement that. I don't know, maybe even this year, but
it's
it's
still on
surely
paper.
not, yeah, it's not coming for now because we have many other things to do. in
Yes,
the
of course.
closest time.
This kind of answered my next question already. Will the calendar and season be implemented, and will that interact with things like the avatar, the player, and farms? Like in the winter, we'll have trouble getting food.
Yeah, yeah. That
Awesome.
that is in our dreams for this moment, but yeah,
In the
I would
technical
love
side
to. Yeah,
first, yeah, I
I
understand.
I would love to log in and see that winter have started and new note that will last for few days in the game, and then I have to, I don't know, find another way to gather the food. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let me just see. You guys have of course added the shop, including some skins for, as far as I know, helmets. Will you guys also add cosmetics for weapons and extra paid options for guilds, or even someone makes something in in Microsoft Paint and can upload that for a small price?
Okay, so first of all, if you have an ideas what you could pay us for, of course you can give it to us.
uh,
Uh,
well, I
yeah,
have this
but
great idea for a really, really tight pink suit. Okay, so it is a possible, but I suppose not in the, how do you call that, anytime soon. And will that also include things like weapons? Like, of course, we have more detailed weapons like Sylvicar. Uh, will weaponsmithing be expanded that we can add and remove such small details to weapons?
okay, so first of all about skins, yeah, weapons are on the list, but for this moment we stick with armors. So first of all helmets, then
Yeah.
chests and shoulder guards, and maybe after these three things we will decide what will be next. Probably weapons, because I think that weapons will also be good thing that will sell well. Yeah.
Okay.
And about alternations to weapons with forge, maybe a little bit, maybe with shields or something like that. It's hard to say, but we we are about changing a little bit our crafting system, so maybe there we will find place to change it. Maybe something like, I don't know, dyeing things, like you just change a little bit color
Yeah.
of something, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's clear. We are getting it at least. Then we have almost ended. Just keep up a little bit. Um, let's see. Am I right to say that the dev team takes everything one by one, and you guys set goals for yourself, but if something comes up, you first take that the most priority thing and push the other thing away, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have to
Yeah.
decide.
Do you guys have a, how do you call that, roadmap available for the players, where they can see in which order you plan to do everything? Of course, that's not uh, the Holy Bible or something. I have no good word for it.
Yeah, well, we are not sharing whole roadmap for players.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, even we as a team don't have the exact roadmap. We are planning our work for around a month forward with the details. But we are trying to share with players our ideas and things that we are sure about. So when we, I don't know, when we knew that we'll add farming, we have shared this info.
Yeah.
with the players to ask for ideas, for suggestions.
Yeah, but
But we are not creating the roadmap because of the
ba-
experience of years at the start
yeah.
when guys were sharing almost every idea, and then there was many players that called them layers, that they are just trying to get the money. So we
Uh,
don't want to promise that we will add an feature for sure, and I don't know, next month, because we had things that we were pretty sure that we will make something in 2 weeks, and then it took like 2 3 months
yeah.
because we are not aware of the issue, and then we lose many players that say that we just lied them because we wanted to get money.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep. You don't want to have any. How to call that? Not for. You don't want to promise things that you are not sure you can keep, and you want to keep it flexible for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Very
Yeah,
good.
the
Very
thing
good.
is that
That's a smart thing to do.
probably when we talk about something, yeah, we are pretty sure that we will publish that. But even then, if it get, I don't know, it comes 2 weeks later than we promise,
Yeah.
many players are mad. Yeah, they.
Yeah. I, I was heartbroken when the Azebian Empire didn't come out on the day we were promised it.
Yeah.
I heard someone even shot himself thanks to that. There's a video on YouTube of that. Uh, sorry, have to advertise, of course. Then a couple of last viewer questions. Of course, I've done most of these throughout the stream. Fraxpan asks about siege machines. Can you tell something about those?
Around month ago, Varpirek have created. Varpirek is one of our designers.
Yeah,
Have created a document with, let's say, almost full design for siege machines.
interesting.
Yok read that and say that won't be so much complicated. Uh,
It would not,
Also,
or it would.
it would not. It
Okay,
would,
okay, okay.
yeah. Let's say when we talk about this year ago, everyone thought that siege machines will take like 3 4 months of
Mm-hmm.
the implementation. Now it could be with a little bit of luck, maybe a month of the implementation. So
Really?
I don't
Oh,
know. I hope that next month we could start this. So maybe on September we will see first siege machines in game. I hope
wow.
so.
That that,
It's
that
it's
would
it's
be
not the
big.
promise. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, no, it's not a
Yeah.
promise, but it would be big. It would
Yeah.
be a real
I
achievement from
hope
you
that
guys.
on September probably they won't be movable on the start. It will be like stable siege machine, but yeah, it. I hope, because I think that it will add much life to our sieges.
Yeah, I do suppose so too. That sounds amazing. Anything about how to build something like that, or is that just for later?
How to
Like,
build siege machine?
yeah, how you plan
Uh,
to do that, or is that for later?
the idea is to create something kind of the camp around the castles.
Yeah,
You go to the camp. Thanks to the camp, you create platform for the, I don't know, trebuchet,
yeah.
and then you I don't know, maybe you will need like 3 4 players, and those 4 players can use trebuchet to shoot to the castle.
Awesome. That will take a lot of how do you call it, balancing, I suppose. Because how
Yeah,
will
yeah,
you
yeah.
be able to counter that? Will the castle be available to just charge out and attack such places, or will we have our own trebuchets?
Well, we think about ballista to defend.
Amazing. Oh, that sounds good. I'm excited for the future right now. That sounds really good. Um, I just had another question. I forgot. Then a character login. Right now we have to close the game to actually change characters. Is that planned to change?
Uh, you mean change characters like we've got for this moment limit for 3 characters on the account, or?
No. Not limit. I mean, right now I have to close the whole game to go from LuFalcon to LuSarsen. My characters.
Ah,
Will we be able to just log out, go to the character picking screen?
well, first of all, we have to uh, move our database of the crafting to new one because it's
Yeah.
one of the blockers.
Oh,
Uh,
really? It's the database that's blocking that.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I, as I'm just a poor designer, I'm not able to answer if after the moving database it will be possible like that, or
Yeah.
we'll need a bit more. I know it's annoying. It was one of the first things that I have seen in game when I
Yeah.
was starting, but uh, well, it's not destroying the game
No.
because it's just relog, but
It's
I don't know.
annoying, but
It's
it's not that bad.
yeah. It's according to another games, it's weird that we don't have button like that, but it's not that bad. I hope that we'll add this soon, but I don't know if there is any other problem than this shitty crafting. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Let's just hope there's not gonna be any more problems with that. Then for my last question, I didn't write down who asked it, but will the top rank guild, will the top ranked guild, will the top rank guild get any rewards? Wow.
Hmm. Uh, I don't know. Actually, I don't know this design because it was not my idea. We're not
Yeah,
able
exactly.
to know every feature with such a big project. Well, surely when we add depot and other things, it will be more connected with levels.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it will be connected with guilds, maybe with arenas or something. But we thought about uh, uh, how to say it, time rewards. Like you've got I don't know, maybe guild tabards for 1 month or something like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's end of the season, and you got, I don't know, maybe as arena,
A tabard skin, something like that.
yeah, maybe
Oh,
crown or
okay.
something like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
for this season, and when next season ends, you lose this. It goes to another player.
Okay, interesting. Ah, sounds good. Yeah, wow, that's exactly 1 hour, like we've spoken about. I've done all my questions. Do you want to say anything else? Do you have a scoop for me or something? Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but at Twitch I have seen one. I don't know. I need to find this. I have seen that Asian players need a little bit more love.
Yeah. I remember it. Was it X Bomber? Who was it?
Maybe.
Yeah,
But,
I saw it too.
oh yeah, yeah. Need more love for Asian community. Well, for this moment, I'm on Discord. Got access for old Yakuza Discord. Yeah, it's Gloria Victis Asia. So guys, if you need anything from me, I'm almost every day available on Discord.
Yeah.
If you can't access Discord or something, I'm also on Skype or sometimes in game. So we can almost every day meet, talk about your problems or something. And I don't know. I'm trying to share our trailers to players to help us, yeah, because
Yeah.
I know that sometimes you get issues with YouTube and things like that. So I'm trying to cooperate, but I'm not able to access to everyone. So
Yeah.
if you have any idea or issue, always you can talk with me one to one or group.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you guys are really accessible to the community, and even though it doesn't always look like that, I can easily say we how do you call that? Appreciate that a lot.
Also, if you can add something from me,
Yeah.
please a little bit patience because our team is around 15 people.
Yeah.
Last time I knew that, for example, Life is Feudal is around 90 people. So
Yeah.
it is like,
They're comparing that.
yeah,
Like you need
it's,
to do the same as 90 people.
yeah, I have to, yeah, make a job of the 6 people every day, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I understand that can be frustrating. You guys get weekly updates. I've told Jen this too. Basically saying this update is shit, then you update stuff, and then you get to hear this update is shit to change it back to the last
Yeah,
update.
it's always good to see nice feedback from the players. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Um, yeah, that was it for me. Everyone who was watching, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your questions. Kibsoon, thank you very much for how do you call that? For giving me this opportunity. We reached 28 people at one time. I think maybe 50 people have watched in total. I'm gonna look at the statistics after the Steam stream. Holy shit, I can talk for. Yeah, that was it actually. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Anything
thanks.
else you want to add?
Yeah, if we'll be able to do this again, if we will gather a bit more questions, we can surely make it again. Like in, I don't know, during 2 weeks or something like that. It was really nice, so why not?
Yeah, of course, of course. And if you have something you want to talk about, you can always how to call that, reach out to me, and yeah, I'll make sure it is known.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so very much. I'm gonna close off the stream, and
Okay. Thanks. See
have
you
a great
guys.
day. You did this in your private time, of course. And I did
Yeah.
hear someone
Thanks.
typing in the back. I don't know who's working overtime too.
Oh well. Uh, it's not always overtime, but we've got flex hours. So as I'm usually coming like 8 a.m., but some of us are coming like 10 or 11 a.m. So there are few people that are still working.
Yeah, right, like that, like that. It's flexible. Some people might have children they need to bring away.
And some people have children and don't want to go home or something like that. Yeah.
Sorry. Aw. Aw. No, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna close off the stream. Thank you everyone for
Okay.
watching. And thank you for giving me this opportunity once again. And of course,
Sure.
if I got more questions or we have a really big update, then I will be reaching out to you again.
Yeah. Hope to see you.
Yeah.